The first function of an operating system is to provide a user interface. A user interface allows the user to interact with the computer and its applications. Depending on the operating system, it might be a graphical user interface, or GUI for short. Graphical user interfaces include windows, icons, menus, and pointers. WIMP for short. Perhaps the most well-known GUI for a personal computer is the one that comes with Microsoft Windows, and there are plenty of lookalikes. Graphical user interfaces are nice to look at and easy to use, but those benefits come at a price. They require lots of resources like CPU time and computer memory to perform well, which means that there is less available for other tasks. We say that they are resource intensive. Some user interfaces are known as command line interfaces. The user interacts with the command line interface by typing text commands only. Feedback from the command line interface is also text only. This type of user interface tends to be very plain looking, and you have to learn a lot of commands to use it proficiently. Not only that, but you really need to know what you're doing, because some commands can be very destructive indeed. But on the upside, a command line interface is a lot less demanding on the computer's resources, and once you've learned how to use one, it can be very quick and responsive. Some modern user interfaces also include voice control, which allows you to talk to an operating system. And these days it goes well beyond a few verbal commands. You can literally hold a conversation with a computer. Gestural control, in which you can tell the computer what you want it to do with physical gestures like moving your hands. Some systems can even read your facial expressions. And then there are brain-computer interfaces, which allow you to control a computer simply by thinking. You can imagine, as artificial intelligence continues to advance at an extraordinary rate, one day communicating with a computer will be as good as telepathic.